I'm a 40 guy here. So today, I decided that I made a mistake. I thought, oh, surplus Makarov. I should probably buy surplus magazines. Don't make this mistake. Buy aftermarket mags. They're cheaper, they're easier to get. Don't make the same mistake that I did. Because today, I'm going to show you guys how to take apart and clean your Makarov magazine. In case you were dumb like me and thought, oh hey, this would be a great idea. And then later found out that it was not. So before I get started, this spring will fly. Heads up, before I even get into anything else. This spring will fly. So what you're going to want to do is take a screwdriver or something like that, and you're going to want to press into that bottom of the spring there. So all that I had on me was just an expo marker, so this is going to have to be good enough. And it was for the other magazine, so hopefully this will just work. And I won't have to fuck with anything else. Ah, man, these magazines suck. Okay, so it's... Okay. See? How it's starting to come off? Keep your thumb here. Slide with your other two fingers. Okay. Base plate off. Spring. Magazine. Now, I'm going to take a second and deep clean the hell out of this, because you can see on the inside there on my camera all of that stuff that is all over that. The next step is to get this piece out. I find that just pressing it down is the best way to get it out. So I'm going to clean the hell out of this real quick, and then I'll be back. So something else to note, at least the way that I clean my magazines, I bought the MMPM 2.0 Performance Center, and it came with a gun cleaning kit. I definitely recommend starting with a piece of cloth and your wire brush. Connecting your wire brush to a thing like this, and then essentially sliding it in through the magazine, and then just scrub the hell out of your surplus nasty thing that's been inside of a warehouse probably for God knows how long. Look guys, I don't say that I make the best decisions. Anyway. Now I'm going to start with a piece of cloth, and I'm just going to wrap it around my wire like this. And then I'm just going to start with a dry rag and just focus on trying to get all of that nastiness out of my magazine. And this is why I say buying surplus magazines is a terrible idea. I thought, oh, surplus gun, getting surplus magazines would be so cool so that I can have everything surplus so it's all matching. No. Don't do it. I mean, personally, to me, just not worth the time, and there's no way to get all of this gunk out. I mean, look at that. And that was just with a couple of passes through. I apologize if you guys hate the sound of metal on metal, but you're basically just brushing your magazine's teeth, is the way that I look at it. So you're going to want to get all of the shit off the outside, all of the shit on the inside. Just scrub the hell out of your magazine. I mean, essentially the nice part about Makarovs is that it doesn't really matter how clean your magazines are. It just depends on how well you want your magazine, how easy you want to be able to load your magazine, is what I meant to say. Because I noticed that when I was trying to put bullets in my mag, I was like, huh, that doesn't feel or sound right. You would be correct. All of this stuff that I'm getting out of the magazine, it's just a ridiculous amount. And I haven't even gotten to the spring yet, or the under part of any of this stuff. So just a fair warning that if you go online and you order surplus magazines, you're going to have to take this all apart, scrub it to death, pray that you don't ruin it. I mean, I think this is stamped metal, so I don't think it's actually going to really have an issue. I mean, Makarovs hardly ever fail, even with terrible magazines. Just from personal research, I know that. Obviously, I haven't shot my Makarov yet because I just got it. But yeah, I mean, you guys can see already that that's quite a bit of stuff. And I'm honestly only just scratching the surface of the amount of work that you're going to have to put into this. This may be a little bit of a long video. Probably going to be, I don't know, probably about a 15-minute video. But I'll be stopping and playing as this goes on. Alright, that looks good. Alright, step 2 is your oil rag. So you want to do a couple passes with a, super clean rag, just to, kind of do a few passes through. But even when you're, doing the oil on here, you're definitely going to want to be, scrubbing it even more. I'm just going to use the wire brush for the purpose of the majority of this. I think on my last magazine I used the actual, just regular brush. That worked okay. I mean, it kind of got a little bit stuck, but it wasn't anything terrible. But at least I know that with the wire brush I'll still be able to get it out. See? That's what I was talking about. Yeah, just look at that grossness. Don't buy surplus magazines. Just don't do it. I don't even want to know what the inside of my actual like mag part. I don't even know. I don't even want to know what that's going to look like after I start using these surplus mags. But I don't know why I did this. Okay, that looks like trash still, but it's better trash than it was before. So that's pretty good in my book. Alright, next step. Okay, so then when it comes to cleaning the recoil spring itself, I like to start at the top and just very slowly work my way down as if I was brushing the teeth, as if I was brushing my teeth. I kind of use my pointer finger as a little bit of a guide so that I know where I'm stopping at and where to start again. But I'm telling you guys right now that my hands are just covered in whatever the hell was on all of these magazines. I am not excited to do this with my CZ mags. Because I was an idiot and I bought more surplus mags. I bought Makarov mags and I bought CZ82 surplus mags for my CZ82, which I was going to make a video about as well. And yeah, just don't do it. It's a terrible idea. Also, if anybody knows an easier way to clean whatever the hell is on these magazines, let me know. But I'm just saying that if you have surplus magazines, it's not going to increase the price of your gun. If I'm being 100% honest with you. Magazines, holsters, stuff like that, the gun shops aren't going to pay you more for. So keep that in mind as well. You're basically spending more money to where it would be easier for said person to sell it. It literally has no other purpose other than that. And you might actually be kind of shooting yourself in the foot by buying these magazines if at some point in time you do end up having to sell it, because if they choose to feel your magazine and then they go, huh, this magazine is covered in shite, you'll go, oh yeah, it's because I bought a surplus magazine. And they'll go, oh, so you really didn't want more money. That's the way that they're going to look at this. I should have done more research before I decided on buying a surplus magazine. But I'm almost done brushing this off, and then I'll go through with a piece of cotton and just kind of wipe everything off now that I've kind of brushed off all of the grime and all of that other fun stuff. So just give me one moment here. We're almost done, just a few springs left. Now Makarovs, they hardly ever malfunction, ever. So, maybe I'm doing extra work But I'm going to tell you right now that I could not load my 8th round in because of just how terrible the magazine itself was stored. I don't know if this came from a crate. I don't know if this was shipped in and just like they didn't clean it or what. I do not know. Don't buy surplus magazines. This is way more work than what I should have done. This all could have been avoided. Like, just look at my thumb. That's just from me scrubbing down the magazine. I mean, it is kind of therapeutic in a way. This is kind of an ASMR video a little bit. So hopefully you guys aren't bored by this. There's just still so much stuff all over these mags. Okay, so next step, piece of cotton. And I'm just going to take the brush attachment off. I'm going to throw the cotton on. Just like this. And I'm just going to kind of go through it. Like so. Just all the way through each of these. Actually, a different way than I did it before. But that actually seemed a lot faster. I don't know if I got as much stuff off this time. So I'm just going to kind of go through and work my way down on one side. Honestly though, that actually seemed to work quite well. I'm actually kind of impressed with how that method turned out. I already took apart and cleaned one magazine just so that I could learn how to do it so I could show you guys how. So now it's time for all the chemicals. So I'll be back again. Okay, now that everything has been lubricated, cleaned, all of that fun stuff, take your magazine, take this, put this inside of your magazine, let it slide to the bottom. Now you'll notice that there is a notch at the top of this. It's very important. You're going to want something to hold this down. I was just going to use a Q-tip. So all that I do is I just kind of shove this. Ah, fuck. Not like that. Take it, just shove it down, back into the magazine. Alright. Fun. Now that this is compressed down, insert said item of whatever caliber and shove it inside of the magazine and use it to keep the spring down so you can slide on your base plate, and then you should just be able to release whatever you put in there. Theoretically, it should stay. Okay. Now the bullet test. See if this feeds any better. I mean, maybe the magazine needs to be broken in. God, that does not sound pleasant. I'm really having to fight this mag. Keep in mind, I just cleaned everything. Everything's oiled. I put anti-corrosion stuff on here. Moral of the story, don't buy surplus mags. Just don't do it. Oh, never mind, that's 8. I think that's 8. Is this a 9-round mag? It kind of looks like it should be. Huh. That's strange. Where's my ammo? Are these 9-round mags? So this is the factory one that it came with. Thank God somebody actually took care of it. I believe this one's aftermarket. I think. Because it doesn't have any of the military stamping or anything like that on it, so I'm pretty sure that this one is just an aftermarket mag. Shit, I wasn't counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh. They look the same. Okay, I guess I ordered 9-round mags. There doesn't appear to be a difference between the one that holds 8 and the one that holds 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or is that actually 8? I just got to say that's really weird because I had 9 rounds on my table. I'll do the math later. Right now I need to compress my magazines. Since I just cleaned them, hopefully compressing them will fix some of the issues. Looks like this magazine's actually feeding quite a lot better now. The other one, the one that I just cleaned, is really rough. Don't buy surplus magazines. You won't know what condition the magazines are going to be in when you get them. You don't know if they're going to be corroded. You don't know if you're actually going to be able to fix them. Okay, so that's 8. Can the 9th one fit? Nope, I just can't count. Okay. Never mind, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I guess they are 8. Okay. Anyway, that's how you clean, put back together, and take apart a Makarov magazine. Don't buy surplus.